Jordan Poole has all the talent, all the skill in the world. But talent and skill does not matter at all if you don't have the IQ to apply the skill and the talent in a real game. So we're about to see how Jordan Poole could apply the IQ to maximize his skill. And on plays like this, it's important that you understand how could you be able to use your passing to assist in your scoring. And so when you get in a situation like this, a pick and roll type situation where you got Jokic pulled over like he's guarding the drop with Bagley, how could you get the ball to the big to now put pressure on Jokic the next time you run this action, right? Because you got to find a way to get that rock to Bagley. Because you get that ball there, there's no tag. He's getting to his float. He gets that bucket. Jokic just going to think twice the next time you do this action. They end up getting an offensive rebound now, right? Bagley with the handoff to Poole. Now understand Jordan Poole in this situation. He catches, goes left, and decides to try and turn this corner. But you must understand where your gravity lies. When you run these actions, when you got a screen, the gravity that you have is the roll, right? And so how could you utilize the gravity of the roll? You got to wait for the roll to actually occur. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, Poole, like you seen, he turned the corner. And so let Bagley roll, slow down your pace. So now you put pressure on Jokic to now have to drop back and guard 2 instead of just guarding 1. And then leading you right into the help with Aaron Gordon. And then if you get this pinch by right here by Murray, you can hit Kuzma, find that passing angle. And so here Poole tries to turn the corner when the corner should not have been turned. But understand how he missed this shot short. It's important to note that he missed it short. Tells a lot about what's going on mentally. Jordan Poole is guarding Michael Porter Jr. right here off the inbounds, right? And so now Michael Porter Jr. got the screen from KCP and the screen from Jokic. But why did you not chase? Why did he not chase? Because even though you're guarding an inbounder, you can still run out of bounds to chase him off the line. But Jordan Poole, he dies on that screen, thinking, oh, I got to stay in bounds or some shit. Get to the outside shoulder and chase him. And you would have been able to stop that 3. And if you're not going to chase him, at least talk, at least communicate, and tell somebody else to get him. If Poole does want to take his IQ to the next level to utilize his skill, he must do his homework, right? And now at this point, you know you got Jokic, who's going to be guarding the big and playing a drop. So you must understand his habits and his traits as a drop coverage player. And what does Jokic always do, right? Since he plays the drop, he's going to be extremely active with his hands in those pocket passes and even with his feet at times. If you're Jordan Poole prior to the game, you must see, all right, let me watch some of the best point guards. Let me watch some of the best playmakers, the Chris Pauls, LeBrons, Tyrese Halliburton. Let me even watch Dame Lillard. Let me watch players who played against Jokic in his drop and how they've been able to take advantage of his drop coverage prior to going to the game, instead of just being blind and trying to do something as to what you could have predicted had you did the work prior to the game. He didn't turn the ball over, but Poole ended up getting it back, and understand how he's about to miss this next shot, right? Short. Understand how this is going to happen going forward and how this is going to cater to him building his rhythm. So you've seen the first 3 shots that he took. Missed short, took that midi, missed that one again. Now, why would you decide to go take a shot like this? You shooting about 6 feet behind the line, 6 seconds into the shot clock, 2 passes into the possession, and now you chuck this up and guess where it goes? Look, when it comes down to Jordan Poole, there's 2 reasons why he can't cook. First and foremost, look at his pace, right? He goes so fast sometimes that he can't even control himself. And now when he goes, he don't got nothing. On top of the fact that he be going so fast, look at the number of dribbles he's going to take to actually make a go move on Michael Porter, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just too much energy, too much time for you to be able to get to where you want. And all he did was a drive going right towards the baseline. And that could have been done in a matter of 1 dribble, right? But since he lost the rock, all these dribbles, more energy to recover. Now he's getting to a go. He can't take advantage of the mismatch and the speed advantage he has on Michael Porter. Just has to give the rock up. When you play defense, you just got to have some sort of defensive pride. And look at Jordan Poole. Watch Jordan Poole. Inbound occurs, hands on his knees, just watching the ball. And guess what happens? That motherfucker not even looking at the ball. He's not even looking at the ball. He's just looking in the crowd. He's looking for some baddies. Jordan Poole baddies. This is the search trends we beat. This is why fucking Jordan Poole baddies is at the top of YouTube search. This shit right here, he looking for the work. It's motherfucking tripping. Now guess what happens? Look, ball gets thrown right past his face, straight to the fucking corner to Jamal Murray. Now, even though he gonna brick this shot, as a defender, you can't let that shit slide. This is the one thing that frustrates me about Jordan Poole. Because he'll do some shit like this. He got a mismatch, good pace, boom, step back, shot, looks smooth, you knock it down. But you got to understand this. This is the next possession down. Notice what Jordan Poole does, right? He gets a screen coming from his left side. He gets a switch. But new defenders call for a new bag. You can't try to do the same shit back to back. And so what he's going to do now, I'm hot. I'm Stephen Curry. I'm going to get my shot off. I just hit one from this side. What am I going to do again? Right? Force this shot up on Christian Brown, and guess what you get? Airball. You got to learn how to play the game in layers. These are the good plays by Poole, right? You got Kuzma on the rebound, Wizards on the break. Poole on this right side, he hangs back, right? Because understanding you got Tyus Jones who's already going deep corner. You got Coulibaly, and if Coulibaly is the one that's behind the play, he's the drag player, meaning being the drag, he's going to get the shot. But Poole is a better shooter when he's controlled like he is right here. So he's able to step in, get his feet underneath him, really get balanced. Because just notice the finish. You see his body, you see his frame is balanced. He's not doing none of that or any of that flailing, trying to sell a call. He's balanced. And when he does that, he's able to get buckets. And so he must look at these plays and begin to replicate that and keep himself even killed instead of trying to do all that showboating like you seen just there. I don't even know if y'all peep this shit, right? Look. I think I cut a little bit of it out, but look. Who he pointing to? You point. Hold on. I'm sorry. 44-68. 44-68. There's no way, bro. This is why you got to be even killed when it comes down to your mentality in the game. Because you just hit that last one. You celebrated. You was happy to see it go down. But now when you get another one from the same spot with a terrible contest. This is an open jump shot. You know what I'm saying? 0% contest. You shoot this one. You're not able to knock it down. Because mentally, you're already gone. You're already out of it. But you need to keep yourself on that even playing field to where you're ready to just go and kill. In a transition play like this, Jordan Poole must utilize pace because you got Kispert running down this sideline. And so if Kispert being here, once you get to this point, cross half court, if Kispert gets to that corner, you will now pull Reggie Jackson down to that corner as well. And if he doesn't go to the corner and stays in help, you get kicked to Kispert, right? So slow down that pace. And slowing down that pace will also give you the luxury of having a drag screen by that big coming towards that middle. So now, once the big meets you on that wing, right, he gets that screen, brings it to you, you stay patient, you can get to this right side, and if you do need to use a second action because the first one ain't work, this gap over here is not going to be towards this middle, towards this wing, it'll be towards that left side, and this gap right here will be much bigger, and you will have more room to bring out the pulling gravity and to be able to make a good play. But what happens is that Poole consistently attacks at his own speed, at his fastest speed, instead of going according to the speed necessary to get buckets. Because he got this catch right here at 11. And understand how much time he milking. Understand the time he milking. Understand the time that he's milking. He decides to actually go take a dribble with 6 left, and he doesn't decide to do something that's actually purposeful until 5. And so now you threw the grenade on yourself. Now guess what's going to happen? That shit about to blow up right on yourself, my boy. Brick. Jordan Poole, boom, right here. He gets the switch with Najee. And so what ends up happening is that he gets here. He thinks that bump is enough to get a foul, but it's not. And this is why it's so important of the timing as to which you go for contact. If Jordan Poole decides to go and make this drive and seek contact onto Najee on the way there, his defender's out of position. With the defender out of position making contact, that's what's going to cause a foul. But by not seeking contact, you allow the help defender to now get set. And so once they're set, they go up there straight. Now that's not no foul. And now the second defender comes over and beats your shit to the ground like it's volleyball. So now you got to make sure that contact occurs prior to just going up and hitting somebody. Because if you wait till you go up, they could get set. Look, this is Jordan Poole's season in a nutshell. Look, watch him cook. Damn, bro. Come on, bro. And guess what? They got the rock. He turned that shit over. They went back the other way. This motherfucker's still not in the frame. He's still not in the frame. So guess what? They end up getting boom right here. He gets in the frame. But he ain't doing nothing, bro. You just turn the rock over, bro. Y'all try to stop doing that shit too. You turn that shit over, you better be one of the first motherfuckers back. Kyle Kuzma has the ball, right? And so Kuzma gives the ball up to Jordan Poole on his left side so he can give it to Corey Kispert, who is a catch and shoot player and doesn't have a man, right? And so look at Kuzma. He's pointing to Kispert, so Poole catches instead and decides to, let me try to get my buckets. Let me cook. And so what does Kuzma do? panic. He's like, oh shit, he's about to do some dumb shit again. And notice what Jordan Poole does, right? Look, now Jordan Poole. He waves up Corey Kispert, right? He tells him to come set a screen. But what does Poole do, right? He looks at Kuzma. He looks Kuzma off. He calls for his screen, is about to step up. He calls off the screen. Why the fuck did you call for a screen by Kispert in the first place? And so now Jordan Poole, let me go cook. But you know what Jordan Poole does. Overcook. And now they end up going to the other side, still getting the ball. And guess what? They just end up getting it too.